Good morning, students. Myself, Mr. Karthik K. Patel, lecturer in Electrical Engineering Department, VPMP Polytechnic. Subject name Electrical Traction and Control. Unit name 3 Traction Motor and their Control. Topic name Braking System of Motor. Today's the objective of the session is types of the electrical braking system, plugging braking method, rheostatic braking method, and regenerative braking method. There are the following three methods we have covered in the today's session. You show in a picture the one locomotive are there. Here the wheel are there. There are the three wheels are there. Whenever the driver is push up the steam pipe so that the here the braking brake shoe are touch with the wheel so that the brake are possible. This brake is called as a mechanical braking system. Here we are discuss the electrical braking system. Why the electrical braking system are useful for the braking of electrical locomotive. There are the mainly three types of electrical braking. First one is a plugging method, second one is a rheostat braking, and third one is a regenerative braking. So now we are start a discussion regarding the plugging methods. You show in a screen the one plugging DC series motor connections are there in a DC series motor. The armature winding and field winding are connected in a series. You see in first part of the figure, there's a plus sign. It is a supply from the pantograph to collect, and then supplies go to the motor, and the track is in return path. Whenever the electrical braking system are applied in a traction motor, when the plugging system are there, the one extra rheostat are connected with the armature winding. So आर्मेचर वाइंडिंग जैसे ही आर्मेचर वाइंडिंग के साथ हम जैसे ही रियोस्टेट कनेक्ट करेंगे so that the total supply are passing through this rheostat, and this rheostats are a variable rheostat so that the motor are motor inner back EMF supply are continuously used to this resistance so that the motor is not uh, run and slowly down speed, so that in this method due to the rheostat there is a very high power loss in this method, and the retardations energy are very loss, and so that this method are not useful for the present scenario, because whenever the supply is close from the motor but rheostat are connected to the motor so that the back EMF is generated, and this is a totally lost to the rheostat. There is no any back EMF electrical supply going to the transmission line. So in the screen there are the plugging braking system for the DC series motor. Now the rheostat braking system. The rheostat braking system is also called as a dynamic braking system. You saw in a picture in a first area the field winding and armature winding are connected in a series to the main supply. Then whenever the retardation points are start, so that the supply main supply are closed, so that the motor is disconnected from the main supply, one rheostat are connected to the armature winding as well as field winding. In a plugging method, the field winding and rheostat are not connected to the each other. But in a rheostat braking system, the field winding and as well as the armature winding of the motor both are connected with this rheostat, and this rheostat are connected series with the motor. So this motor are considered whenever the rheostat are connected to the field winding and the armature winding, so that this motor is considered as a generator, and the big EMF produced is passing through the field winding and utilized to the rheostat. This motor is used for the this method is used for the DC series methods for the rheostat braking method. And in this method, by using the rheostat, we are lost the lots of the power supply, so that the motor are considered as in generating mode. So this method is used in a local train. Now the regenerative braking system are there. You first of all seen that the one transmission line is there and one locomotive are is there. There are the two or three motors are connected with the locomotive's wheel, and there are the last line is your track. Why the regenerative braking systems are most important for the electrical braking system? Because whenever you brake the motor as well as the retardation process start, so motor are considered as now generator, and whenever the switch is closed from the overhead transmission line to the motor, so that the motor is converted to the generator and the EMF are generated. So this EMF are collect to outside and back to supply to the main line, so that the regenerative braking system are very useful and advantageable for the traction electrical traction purpose. You seen in a diagram, one, two, three, four motors are connected with the wheel, and these four motors are produce the electricity. One here junction box are there, collect the all energies, and then one lines are outside to connect with the pantograph, so that the total of generating energy are transmitted to the main transmission line by using the pantograph, so that this is the regenerative braking system. What is the advantages and disadvantages for the regenerative braking system? Here I will write the merits and demerits. It's also called as a advantages and disadvantages of motor. So main advantages in this method, the electrical braking is save the of electrical consumption. There is a reduce in a wear and tear force of the brake shoes. By this method, regenerative braking ions that's due to the CI brakes shoes, it's reduced to the wheels. Life of the bearings are increased. The energy feedback to the line can be reduced to proper train of upgraded track with the constant speed. When regenerative braking methods provide the better safety to the train, and energy feedback of the line, it depends upon the dead weight of the train, speed range, gradient efficiency, and energy conservation and rotational inertia. Are there are the following points are considered for the feedback to the main supply. Now, demerits of the regenerative braking system. In this method, required a large and heavier motor and other equipment. Hence, the total weight of the train and the initial cost or investment are increased. Whenever we are used the big size of the motors and equipment, so that the weight of the train as well as the initial costs are increased. Now the mechanical brakings are also required to use when the train speed becomes lower than the 7 km per hour for the management of the additional energy transfer from the locomotive to the line, then line to the locomotive. So additional equipments are used. The protective purpose also some additional device required for the DC substation, which increase the cost of installation as well as the annual charges. The tramways and trolleybuses regenerative braking is not advisable and suitable because the tramway and trolleybuses, their initial speed is very low, so that it is not advisable and not suitable. Regenerative braking is recommended only for locomotive operating in a hilly slopy areas because the speed is slightly increased. Whenever the speed is increased and the braking systems are applied, so first we apply the electrical braking system, and then after our speed is down, so that the mechanical braking system are also applied. The both the mechanical braking system as well as the electrical braking system both are applied on a electrical locomotive, so that there are the mainly three methods we are cover in this session. You see in the picture the regenerative braking for the DC series motor. First, the trolley wire, then after field windings, and there four motors, and then motoring mode. Whenever we are apply the retardation system, so that the motors are all motors are connected with the parallel to the field winding, and one extra resistance are connected to the field winding, so that it is considered as a generating mode. It is a anti-clockwise direction the motor are moving, so that the generator are considered as in a motor are considered as in generator, so that all motors are produce the EMF. These all motors are produce the EMF are collected from the inductor and passing through the trolley wire by using the pantograph, so that the generating electricity are transmit to the main trolley wire. This is the main conversations for DC series motor. Whenever is in acceleration mode to the retardation mode, all the four motors are, yeah, all three motors, yeah, all two motors are converted into the parallel with the field winding. So this is the regenerative braking for the DC series motor. So that in the sessions we are cover, there are the 4 point types of the electrical braking system. First one is a mechanic rheostat, plugging, and regenerative braking system, which are the most important for your university examination. Regenerative braking system advantages and disadvantages, yeah, merits or demerits are the most important point for the regenerative braking system. Then after the plugging braking system are also important for your university examination, and all three names are useful for your 2 marks university exam. Get it? So that this is the braking system of electric electrical traction system. Thank you very much for session.